Hi everybody. So what more we need to work on these things? First of all, that we just got the user. So what more we need to validate in the login view? Basically, we just don't need to validate this button. There is a button, but we need to validate the password. So what is the name of the password? The name of the password is the user password. So let's go there and just simply copy this one, the whole line, and paste there. And what more we need? We need to change the name as the from the user to the user pass. So let's just type user pass as I am doing, and then save that. Now what is the password you want? I just want the password as Paris. Okay, that's looking super perfect. What more I need? I have to define that how much minimum length I want for the password and the minimum and the maximum length for the password, and is it required? Exactly, the both of them are required, but if you talk about the length, then okay, I'm setting up 428 for the both of them. Now save, and what more I'm just doing, I need to open the auto load. If you remember about the auto load, so let's just open the file and go to the libraries area where we just added the database for the previous things. And what more we need to add? First of all, we need to add another library which is called the form validation. Actually, everything is being done by the CODEIGNITER. We just need to add their libraries to do. This is called the framework. And what more we need? We just validated the form, and then we need to use the sessions. So what the session can do, exactly, for allowing to make the session, we have to add the library for the session of the session. Basically, I'm going to the login controller again, and what more I'm just doing, I'm just going after this line, the line number 15. I'm in the line number 16 now. Actually, for completing the validation process, we have to add another thing here, that if this form validation won't work, then what should happen? So form validation run equal to false. You must know about this, the name of the sign. This is the comparison operator, and this is called the equal to sign or the operator. But basically we have to run this thing inside the if. So let's just cut this one and paste inside the else, and just go after the things, and there start working on this if. In case we got the error, any kind of error in these situations, like the name won't be the Joe and the password won't be the Paris, and on these validations, then this will run. So I'm just creating an array named form, or I think validation error, whatever name I can decide, or if I just type val error, whatever you want, then assign an array with it. You can understand that basically the whole CODEIGNITER really depends on the arrays. So let's just work more in this. But here in this array, I'm just gonna call a single array which named, actually I'm just gonna call a function validation errors. Okay, that's super perfect. Okay, and don't forget to put the s there, which is required. Okay, that's completed basically. But for the session which we need to create, if you remember that there we just called the library of session2 for this project. So I'm just going to the login controller, and we need to call the session2. First of all, I'm removing this one because this is really don't need there, because you know that we are inside an array. But well, if we just put multiple data inside the array, then we have to use these things, but right now we just don't need. So what we need right now, we just simply need to create the session. But why? One thing I'm just clearing that why just we need to create the session. We just need to create the session because we just want to send back the data, the errors or whatever, to the login view page back. So that's why we need to create the session, because you know that we just how we'll get the result on the login view through this session. So by the way, I'm just creating the session. So this, and you know that we just called the sessions library on the auto load, so just simply call the session. Did you remember the simple way to create the session, the PHP regular way? I'm not gonna create a session by using that way because that is the previous way. Well, there are multiple ways to create a session. For example, we can call this using the set user data, or we can call the set flash data. Okay, what is the difference between the user data and the flash data? Basically, the difference between them is really simple, that if you just create a session using the set user data, then what will happen? It won't be destroyed automatically. Okay, but if you just use the set flash data, then it will be destroyed just after a next request. For example, when you use this one time or a single time, it will be destroyed after the request. So now you know that what we are just doing here in this if, we are just checking if the result isn't false. Exactly why we need to save the data in the session, because exactly we just need to show the errors, and errors are temporary. So we just need to create the flash data instead of the user data. So now, okay, the validation errors we are just sending, we should add the s here and just simply copy this one and paste there. So basically we are just creating the session of the value of this variable which has an array. So basically this is an array, and the array has some kind of errors, and the errors has the function of the validation errors. That is too much perfect, by the way. So what more I need to redirect the page, the login controller page, to the login view. So for the redirect function, we just don't need to use the headers anymore in the codeIgniter. Just simply call the redirect and put the value where we just want to redirect. We just want to redirect back to the login controller from the login view. So let's just type login controller. Now save, and I'm just going to the login view because you know that when we just click on the button, so there I just want to show something on this page. Just before the form, this is a form, you know, just before the form, and why not before these attributes, I'm just creating another PHP, I'm just opening another PHP tag here, as you can see, and simple if else. So what more I'm just doing here, I'm just calling that session we just created on that page, session in this way. And what more we need, if I just save this, if I just go to the login controller, and here you can see that we are just sending errors to this set flash data. And basically in the validation errors, the thing is error. Why not I just put the errors or something? So I'm just going to the login view and simply calling the flash data. Okay, now what is the data I just want to call? I just want to call the errors, okay, which is the key of this array. Okay, the index or the key, the associative key, basically. So what will happen if this session flash data error has been created or created anywhere? So simply echo all these things. So I'm just copying this one, pasting there, covering and saving, and going to the browser and refreshing this one. And what I'm just doing, first of all, you will see the result. If I just type here the ASD and simply click on submit, then you will see the result. Okay, you can see that the Joe field must be at least 8 characters in length. Oh sorry, 4 characters minimum. Okay, and the Paris field is required. Okay, we just didn't put anything. So exactly it just read the required first, then exactly when this field has nothing, so it showed the error. You can see the simple text which is created by the CODEIGNITER, not by me. I just called the validation error by using this function, the validation errors. I don't think that it's a little bit typical, really simple to do. So now I'm just typing Joe. Oh, first of all I'm just going there, and why not I just put the 3 here. Now save, and I'm just refreshing this one back. Now I'm just typing JOE, and here I'm just typing PARIS, Paris, and click on submit. So then I got no error, but now I'm in the login controller and in the process. That means everything is going really perfect. So what we need, we just need to go to the next class, and then we'll do some more things. Stay tuned and goodbye.